Hi guys, it's Victoria here and I'm going to do another acting improv video. I've got one of the staff holding the camera because I need to show things in this video when I go into character. And I had to dig up a few things I wrote to do this piece. So as you can see, there's like Gallifreyan writing on my top. I'm 26, but my character's going to be 16 years old. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to jump into character. Hi, my human name is Georgia Celestia. I'm 16 years old. And my dad was Harvey Celestia. He adopted me when I was a baby. I came through the rift in Cardiff. That's why I've got a Welsh accent, because I grew up in Wales. I'm a Time Lord, and my dad never told me. It turns out the unit knew all about this, and they set me up with the man who saved me. You see, I was sent away before the Time War, but I came through the rift in Cardiff. I was sent with a gem that would explode upon impact, but I was just a naked baby, and lifeguards went out through the water in Cardiff Bay. It was very close to Torchwood, and Harvey decided, he was one of the lifeguards, Harvey Celestia, he decided to take me on as his own. Every few years, we'd have to go to a unit base to renew my refugee status. Kind of like a passport every so often, but being an alien on Earth, you're a refugee. But my dad never told me this. And Torchwood found me once when I was very young, and I have this. I never knew what it was, and it's, well, I was told by my dad, Harvey, that it was an old family heirloom, something that I couldn't show anyone, but I always had to keep with me. And one day, I was a very young child, and Torchwood found me with it, and it was horrible. I was on a school trip to Cardiff Bay. We were just looking at the surroundings. It was supposed to be for geography, and we were supposed to learn things, and I was quite the adventurer, so I wandered off. And I got lost, but I ended up, funnily enough, by the bay, because I was searching for help. I went off for an adventure because I was always the outgoing kid that nobody really understood. I think I had one friend, but we didn't really talk much, and I was always strange, different. I always had A's. I was very intelligent. I never knew why. Ahead of all my classes, in every class, I never knew why. And then I was, well, probably about 6, 7, 8. I don't remember, it's a bit fuzzy. But I was found with this. When I was a little girl, in my coat, I had this in my pocket, and Yanto, I didn't know Torchwood was Torchwood. I was so young, I was a little kid, and I think Yanto recognised something, and he called Jack to the reception. Then they kind of picked me up because I was so small, very small. I don't think I came up to their, well, at least up to their waist. It's not even their shoulder. I was so small. And they took me into the Torchwood hub, but they can erase memories and stuff, so I don't remember all of it. But they were going to use the hydrofragmenter on me, I believe. Now that I was told, Jack had an experience, Captain Jack Harkness, had an experience with Time Lords in the past. He always trusted the Doctor, but he never trusted the Master. And he asked me questions, like he was interrogating me now that I think about it, but I don't remember everything because they wiped my memory, sort of, so I'd never remember, but they questioned me. They said, "Who gave you this? Who are you?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand what you want. I'm a kid. I don't know anything. This was my dad's. He passed it down to me." And Jack was like, "Don't lie to me. I know you're a Time Lord. You see, I met the Master. And if you don't tell me who you are, I will use this hydro fragmenter on you. And it will freeze all the liquid in your body. And it will kill you." He didn't care that I was a little girl. But now that I look back, I understand, because the Master murdered a lot of people with the tographane, although they weren't really tographane. They were just humans from the year 100 trillion who were created that way, turned that way by the Master. And the Master had taken so many lives, but then the Doctor reversed it so it never happened. And seeing this, Jack felt threatened. And you see, I am a Time Lord, but I was told to never show anyone, to never let anyone see it, but now I understand why. Because it's an alien object, and yes, I'm an alien. My human name? Georgia Celestia. I took my dad's name. He was a black man, a good man. But I thought, if he had passed this down through his family, why would he give it to me? I started, as a teenager, which I am now, I started asking questions. Like, you never had any children of your own. So, why would you give this to me? Because I am your family, but I was never born by you. I've never had a mother. It was just me and you growing up, Dad. So who am I and what is this? And then one day I managed to open it, and then I heard 2 heartbeats instead of 1. And then I just didn't understand, because all I'd ever known was a human life. And then after all that time, I realised what Captain Jack said was true. I am indeed a Time Lord. And I was angry at my dad for not telling me, but I understand why he did it. He was trying to protect me from Torchwood. The Black Archive was where they wrote all their files on me, how I felt through time and stuff. I never knew my first name, but I know my parents' names, my birth parents' names from Gallifrey. They were Aurora, Cascadia, and Callisto Cascadia. And my name that I go by now is Cascadia. I never knew my birth name, but like many Time Lords, when I was human, I must have been made human, so the Time Lords would never find me. I had dreams about my parents, how I was created, but I don't remember all. Like I said, it's fuzzy. But I know that I'm going my own way in life now. Now that I'm 16, I could go to Coal Hill High to do GCSEs. I mean, I hear pretty cool stuff, and I could go to Coal Hill High to help see off the aliens they get through the cracks in time, and help Miss Quill if she's still there. I mean, I've only just reached 16, and I could go on to do A-levels. I'm in sixth form there. And, well, I don't think I should wear this top there because then they'd know I was an alien, but I could help. I always wondered why I was always ahead of the rest of my classes. But Time Lords, I've heard, are intelligent and know a lot. They always have. But I have this watch, and to prove it's real, well, it's just like the doctors and the masters inside. So yeah, I knew it was the truth. I knew it was true, but I have my own technology to keep me hidden as an alien. But I also have this, my own sonic screwdriver. The master was evil, Missy the master, it doesn't matter, but I have my own that I made myself. I dreamt up this thing, but I might take it even further one day. But mine does what? I'm always ahead of the doctor. I'm only 16 years old, and I dreamt this thing up. My own Sonic. And I have my own ship called the Gizmo ship. But the doctor can't know this because he won a piece of it. And I've got this, well, let's say I've got this alien parasite, but it's not what you think. It's great with technology. And, well, I discovered it, I made friends with it, and it helps me update my Gizmo ship, my ship. And I've got plans for the future and adventures of my own that the doctor would never be involved in, would never find me. So thank you. And yeah, I could go to Coal Hill High, or I could go to Althea to be a fairy, because I had a magic droplet put into my DNA when I was genetically engineered by a scientist on Gallifrey. If my powers are ever unlocked, I have the powers of, I think, it's all in my dreams, of time and space. And you can go to Althea from the ages of 16 to 19. So I could start there at the new semester. It's kind of American, the way they talk, but I could go there and do fairy training if I can prove I'm a magical being. But yeah, but that means I have to choose. I can't go to Coal Hill High and Althea, but I have to figure out what I really want to do. But there are adventures in store for me to come, and I'm a Time Lord. And this is my outfit. Look at my shoes. I really like the 10th Doctor, his 10th regeneration, his great brown hair, his shoes especially. And mine are the closest I'm going to get to his. So I think it's great. And I've got my own outfit with Gallifreyan writing that only I can read, the Doctor can read, Missy can read, River can read, and anyone with Time Lord genes or just the ability to regenerate. This is the lost language of the Time Lords. I can read it, but not many can. And not even the TARDIS can translate this. But maybe my ship can, because I'm ahead of the Doctor. You see, my ship was made by me. It wasn't grown on Gallifrey, that's for sure. But that's all you need to know for now, and the adventures in store to come. Thank you.